Sup everybody, Aiden here. Now that school has started again, you'd think that I have less time to play video games. Well, you'd be wrong! Since my high school is half in school and half at home, I have an exponentially larger amount of time to play video games. Oh, let's see if I've passed my weekly quota. Dang it! At this rate, I'll never make my weekly quota. If only there was a way to play video games and do schoolwork at the same time. Wait. What if I exploit the trust my teachers have in me to play video games for projects that are vague? Duh. It's the perfect plan. I finished my weekly quota for game time, and I finished my project. Well, I guess I'll work on my theology project, seeing as how it's the most vague of all my projects. So, Catholic social teaching. What is it? Let's break down this concept to see how well I'll understand. Catholic, which I am, already proficient in one category. Social, well, at least I have one category. Finally, teaching. I'm not bad at teaching, I suppose, but it's that social that's going to hold me back. If only there was a game I could play that has everything I need to simulate how well Catholic social teaching is visualized. Fallout 4. It's the fourth game in a series called, you guessed it, Fallout. Produced by Bethesda Softworks, even though the original games were released by Obsidian Entertainment. It was bought by Bethesda, and I mean, this game has it all. Check it out. You know, guns, monsters, everything, pretty much. But my favorite part is the people, the story, and the quests, as well as the settlements you can build and the people and relationships that you can create yourself. You can help people or hurt them, and you have the choice of creating settlements and protecting them properly, and giving the settlers proper amounts of food, water, and all other types of care. You know, medical insurance and all that. And that's what we'll be showing today, is how we can play Fallout 4 and practice Catholic social teaching. So if you ever find yourself in a post-apocalyptic world and still want to live by the Catholic faith, then this video is super informative. But now we get practical. In actuality, Catholic social teaching are the Catholic doctrines on matters of human dignity and common good in society. These apply to justice and how we should apply justice to others. They basically tell you how to respect people and how to be nice to them. There are also 7 of these Catholic social teachings, and today we will be going through all of them and how we can apply them to this game. First on the list is life and dignity of the human person. This is the first of the bunch, and the most important as it lays the groundwork for the other 6. It's not uncommon to have a common basis for the doctrines, so we need to make sure that we really knock this one out of the park. So, to show some examples of showing all human beings dignity, I'll show you guys 3 places, 2 of which are good. First up is this place called Good Neighbor. This little place is home to a lot of shady business, like, you know, drugs and such. But it's home to a few other surprises. Just like this woman here, good old Daisy. She is well, you can see that she doesn't quite look human. This town's full of people like her, and they're called ghouls. Believe it or not, they are still people, though. They were just irradiated and filled with radiation when the bombs dropped back in the war. Good Neighbor can be a shady place, but they do good to show everyone respect and dignity, as the people they are. Sadly, there is a counterpart to this place. We'll be showing that right next. Welcome to the Great Green Jewel of the Commonwealth, Diamond City, which is made in an old baseball stadium. You can see there's some stands up there and the floodlights. And there's actually some bases around. It looks like a lovely place. It's actually one of the biggest cities in the Commonwealth. But, there's one bad thing about it. And, hey, it might not be a forever thing, but they're racist against ghouls. Well, not everyone. Well, at least the mayor was, before he was de-mayored, I suppose you could say. So maybe ghouls will make a comeback, but for right now, they don't like the ghouls living here. Next up, the third on the list, probably the second best compared to Good Neighbor, who literally allows everybody. But I think this next one is just as good. And I'll bring you right there now. Welcome to the lovely home of mine and many that is Sanctuary Hills. We're coming in through the leftmost gate, but I don't find it matters. Morning, Dave. That's Dave the person. But I really wanted to bring you guys here because, well, since I run this settlement, you already know that I respect everybody's rights. Anyone's allowed, as long as they aren't gonna murder the whole place. As long as they're non-violent, I allow anybody to come in. Any race, ghoul or otherwise. It's important to have diversity, especially in a place that anybody can come to. Now, I can't say that for everything, but the best thing you can do in a post-apocalyptic world is be inclusive.
Well, that's the ground basis. So let's see what's next. It's lucky number 2, a call to family, community, and participation. Basically, the good of every person is the common good. So what do we need for the common good of all people?
We need some basic stuff, like respecting everyone's rights. Which, of course, I do. I respect everyone's rights. They're always allowed to come in and leave whenever they want, and I respect them as people, robots, ghouls, whatever they want to be. It's up to them to be who they want to be. And I'm not going to say anything like that to degrade them or anything. I'm just saying to show everybody that lives here respect, as well as everybody out there as well. Everyone is welcome. That's something that I push hard here. If I'm not going to respect everyone, then how am I going to earn their respect myself? There's several hangout areas I just wanted to talk about so that we could have some social interaction and social development. Plenty of sitting areas, just one here inside House B, I guess it could be called, but I might give it a new name soon. And maybe a second floor, you never know. Now, not to bash them, but Diamond City has incredible security. Honestly, no complaints. They have a literal, a heavy amount of security. They're all perimeter stacked. They are incredible. As for Sanctuary, our security is always improving. We've got 2 entrances, which are always guarded by our sentries and our watchmen. Hey, Dave. As well as we're working on an outer fence with some more turrets on it, just so that people can't really get in through the back. Because I have seen some attackers from over here. Don't get me wrong, no one has ever been lost in a raid. Not including mechanical turrets, of course.
Behind door number 3, we have rights and responsibilities, meaning we all have a right to life. I mean, I live. It's alright. I'd give it a 7 out of 10.
Fulfilling so many people's needs could be hard, but I have it covered. I have plenty of crops that we can harvest and have for everybody's needs. We also have a very large production of purified water that we use. Why would I give my good settlers some terrible, icky, radiated water when I have some great purification machines down here by the river? I like to think that everybody's basic needs are taken care of completely. Because for one, we have many roofs over people's heads and a ton of beds, just in case people, you know, need to switch beds for some undesirable reason, as well as a working-in-progress store mart, with a clothing store for people who need to buy new clothes, maybe they get ripped or something, and a general store whose apparently the clerk has been taking a break. Alright, well, get on that later.
Okay, now we're getting somewhere. I'm really feeling these next 4.
This is my good friend Sheffield. Before we met, he was homeless, and in need of a Nuka-Cola, which is the soda of this world. That being said, he can't drink alcohol anymore, mostly because of medical purposes. So, he was homeless. He didn't have any money left. And of course, he needed help. So, with the help of some hospitality, I brought him here. But it's not just about how I let him in, it's about how I made him my friend. He didn't deserve to have no one. No one deserves to have no one. He wasn't poor in spirit, but he was definitely poor. Just sitting there in Diamond City, waiting on nothing. It's important to help people. And that's what I did. Here at Sanctuary, we all lived Here at Sanctuary, we all live the same. No one is richer or better than anyone else.
Well, they may literally have more money, but I mean everyone is together in this. No one deserves to be treated unequally. All people are welcome, even the people kicked out from their homes. We welcome and protect everyone. Let's see. What do we got next? Oh! So, the rights of my workers. Well, here's the thing. I don't have workers. I have town members, settlers, and friends. We're all in this together, and we all work to better the place we live.
See everything here? This is all due to the efforts of everyone here, not just me. So yes, I do treat everyone here with dignity, and they all have their rights. However, they are not workers, but friends.
I mean, they still work, but we mainly work together. No one should profit from this hard work, except the people themselves who are working. Now that that's over, what's my next teaching? So, I suppose I should say what solidarity is first. It's, to put it simply, a common agreement among a group of individuals that everyone is equal and has the same rights. Everyone at this settlement, from all walks of life, farmers, merchants, poor in spirit, poor in literal cash, everyone is equal and has the same rights. Everyone at this settlement. Even the refugees, even the people who aren't even wanted. Whoever they are, and however we are, we're all on the same field. We're all on the same literal and metaphorical field. Either farming or helping with the water, keeping the electricity running, we all work together. Everybody has a voice. And if they have a complaint, there's like 2 P.O. boxes they can complain in. I don't know what to tell you. And I would, of course, read them. I mean, we've had 1 complaint so far, and I already took care of that one. We are many different people, but living together truly brought us closer, and more equal than you could even believe. Whew. Almost finished. What's my final Catholic social teaching?
Caring for God's creation means not only caring for each other, but everything God has created. Take Bessie here. We love Bessie, and like to give her enough food to keep her living. We would usually be, using her for trade routes, but we just take care of her, because we love her. There's no need for trade routes, and I'm sure she'd love to help for that. Since we take care of her so well, she'd love to take care of us too. Also, this is like a cow. It's a Brahmin. 2 heads, it's just irradiated. Nothing wrong with that. We love her either way. We take care of the soil, because it takes care of us back by providing our food. We take care of the water and the environment, because they help us survive. Surely, in a post-apocalyptic environment, we would all need to care for God's creation, and help each other, grow together. Show the world love and care, and it will surely help you in return. Overall, these are the best ways I could think of how I, and many others, could practice Catholic social teaching.
In a post-apocalyptic world, of course. But the basic concepts I described still relate to real life. Well, I hope my project is good. Oh! I may have gone a little overboard, but it couldn't have taken that long, right? Let's see how many hours of games that have gotten me. I hope it was enough to get me to my weekly quota. I should probably go get some sleep.